Hi, my name is Juliana Pineda, and today I'm going to talk about the different cultural misunderstanding when it comes to nonverbal communication for the further oral activity. To begin, all over the world, people are able to transmit messages in other ways of communicating besides verbal language, from which most are considered nonverbal ways of communication. Basically, it consists of body language, but it can be seen in different ways that include hand gestures, facial expressions, eye contact, physical postures, and greeting that is related to personal space and touching. Nonverbal communication might not seem essential for humans, but in certain cases it may be the only way to communicate. This principally happens with travelers and tourists in other countries, and they do not share any language with the people around them. So in those cases, body language is indispensable. The problem with this way of communication is that it does not translate across cultures easily, leading to serious misunderstandings. Based on this, two cases about cultural misunderstanding are head nodding and greeting, and they will be presented. First, about head nodding, the article used is named Nodding, Winking, and Hand Gestures column Visitor Experiences with Turkish Gestures, that was published in Daily Sabah. In the first section of it, they talk about the fact that many visitors in Turkey are unable to communicate through international language skills. But also, the nonverbal communication presents a lot of problems, especially when it comes to head nodding. As expressed by one foreign student that was interviewed for this article, he said, "Nodding for no is the biggest problem I faced." Through the interview of this student and many others, they said that this problem has been very common among many people from all around the world that come to visit Turkey for the first time, and it is because unlike a big number of countries all over the world, a nod, which is the back and forth forwards movement of the head, does indeed mean yes in Turkey, as in most countries, though a backward tilt of the head with the eyebrows raised means no. So this system results very difficult and hard to decode and understand for someone that is in the first visit to Turkey, and it has caused a lot of problems with tourists because, for instance, if they ask someone a yes or no question about restaurants or routes to arrive somewhere, if they do not understand, for example, that they should take right or no based on the noting system, they will be totally confused and they will arrive to places they didn't intend to go. So, based on this, in the article, it was mentioned that this Turkish gesture is well documented when it comes to miscommunication, unlike other sounds or gestures that may also be misunderstood in the Turkish culture, as said in the article. And the second case are greetings, which have caused a lot of misunderstandings because depending on the culture, making physical and eye contact when a person first meets someone may find it uncomfortable, while other cultures don't, based on the article named Gracious Greetings Between Cultures, published in Family Education. Or, for example, there may be other cases where where people in different cultures avoid body contact with the opposite sex, as it is with Middle Easterners, especially Muslims. So when many tourists from different countries visit different places in the world, when they greet different new people, they may feel uncomfortable or there may be misunderstandings about the intentions of the person towards them. For instance, in Japan, just the bowing of the head is considered formal when they meet someone for the first time, while in many other countries, body contact, even if it is just a handshake, is seen to be more respectful and comfortable. And in other places, such as Latin American countries, people are more used to cheek kissing or hugging others, even if it is the first time they meet them. In this case, Japanese people would feel uncomfortable or in some way disrespected by the person, because in the first meet they had, they did physical contact, which may be weird, or they may take it as they may take the message that the person wants a more personal relationship with them. So, people from one culture act according to their norms and values, but the other does not understand the message the way it was conveyed and might interpret it differently. So, as in these two cases, it is possible to conclude that there are many cultural misunderstandings in communication when it comes to nonverbal behaviors, because depending on the culture, people are used to send messages in a different way. So, even if they use a common saying, it can have a different meaning and to other people from different parts of the world. This problem was seen from the sub-aspects such as head nodding and greeting, but it can also be found in other aspects such as hand gestures, personal address, among others. So from these cases, we can learn that when you're going to visit a country or any other place and you know you don't share any language in common, it is important to investigate and get informed about the different nonverbal behaviors so that people can avoid misunderstandings, and it is easier to transmit messages, and people can enjoy better their visit to those countries. Thank you.